and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. And welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. And welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live around the world on Facebook, on Twitch.tv, on Mixer and on YouTube. While we're getting everything set up, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Runs and Rides YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/FilmMyRun, on Twitter at FilmMyRun, and you can also go to the website, which is www.filmmyrun.com. It's very nearly time, so sit back, relax and watch me do all the hard work. I've already done my 5k run this morning, outdoors in the real world. We did park run here in the UK. So we got Gary Corcoran in the lead. Bodes in second place. Let me have a look who Bodes is. What? Actually, while we're on, let's just look at Gary's stats. We can't look at Gary's stats because Gary's private. I've just dropped a ride on his head. Gary is running at 3:36 per kilometre approximately. That's about 17 kilometres an hour, 16.8 kilometres an hour. But we don't know anything about Gary's full stats because his profile is private. He is currently in the lead. Second place. Is Bodes, heart rate of 167. Give Bodes a ride on and see if his profile is not private. It's not private. So his running stats are: he's a level 15 runner. He's run 860 kilometres on Zwift. He's 54 years old. He's got a nice muscly avatar there. So he's currently in second from the UK, Bodes. So the top four are all UK runners. That makes sense because it's a nice kind of mid-morning time for running. Actually, I haven't put chat on either. Let me put chat on. And if you've got anything you want to say, if you've got any questions over the next 20 minutes, you can ask them. We'll be back on this afternoon. I'm going to run one of the 5Ks this afternoon, and we'll be back on tonight when Victoria will be running. My wife will be running a 5K tonight. Just put chat on. Good morning, Christoph. And good morning, David. David says, do you still use a GoPro Hero 8 for your films on... no, I use 360 cameras now, so either a GoPro Fusion or a QCam 8K, or I have used the Insta360 before, David. Okay, so chat is all set. So I can see anyone messaging me on YouTube or Facebook. So, Lehurl, I don't know how to pronounce his name. 1.5 kilometres into the Watopia Run Festival 5K. No heart rate for Lehurl. So let's have a look at his stats. He's 47 years old, from the UK, and he has run 577 kilometres on Zwift. He is a level 13 runner. He's a level 20 cyclist with 3,200 kilometres ridden on Zwift so far. So he's more of a cyclist than a runner at the moment, although that's a fairly decent amount. 577 kilometres so far on Zwift running. So from Germany, Kristen. Kristen is running at 4:06 per kilometre, which is 14.7 kilometres per hour. He's just passed 1.5 kilometres, so he has 3.5 kilometres to go. He's currently in 4th place. So the first three are Brits: Gary Corcoran, Bodes and Lehurl from the UK, and Kristen is from Germany in 4th place. We'll give Kristen a ride on. Heart rate of 164, so working fairly hard. let's go just back up to Gary. Gary's heart rate is 170, so he's pushing it a little bit. He wants to win this, but he is 11 seconds ahead, so he's doing pretty well. And unless Bodes can do something about it, unless Gary tires quite a lot in the second half, Gary will be running away with first prize in this Watopia 5K, part of the Run Festival today. So if you're not aware of what's going on, the Run Festival lasts all weekend, starting this morning, all the way through today, and all the way through tomorrow. Today we have 5K, 10K races, we have 1 mile races, so if you're not up to running 5 or 10K, you can just run 1 mile on Zwift. There are real prizes on offer from Morton, gels and water bottles and things like that. So prizes on offer and virtual prizes. If you complete any of the races over the Run Festival weekend, you'll get the virtual Morton kit in your garage. So if you complete any of the races, you'll get that kit. I'm not entirely sure how the prizes are being handed out, whether they're for winners or whether they're spot prizes. But there are definitely real prizes to be won this weekend. Tomorrow we have 10K races and half marathon tomorrow. I'll be doing half marathon tomorrow lunchtime at 2 o'clock. And I'll be running 5K today at about 2 o'clock. So Morley from the UK. Let's have a look at Morley Stats. If you have any questions, by the way, do please ask on Facebook or YouTube. Right. Morley is a level 5 runner, so quite new to Zwift. Only 81 kilometres run so far on Zwift. Level 11 cyclist as well, 635 kilometres cycled. So Morley is 54, height of 178 centimetres, and Morley is fairly new to Zwift, running at 157 beats per minute. So working fairly hard. He's in zone 4, just tipping into zone 5 then. So that's fairly low for zone 5. La Cara from Italy, strong. So there's La Cara from Italy. One, two, three, four, five, sixth place for La Cara. Let's have a look at his stats. La Cara is 42 years old, from Italy, 178 centimetres tall. He is a level 8 runner, 210 kilometres run on Zwift, 1,000 kilometres cycled as a level 13 cyclist. So again, relatively new to Zwift. And he is currently in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th place, because Canuck from Canada has just overtaken. So we need to find our first female, don't we? There's Canuck from Canada wearing his Watopia Zwift Tour de Zwift t-shirt. And Simon Funnell, let's just give Canuck a ride on. Simon Funnell is back in 8th place, just overtaking, in fact, he's just overtaking another runner who isn't actually involved in the race. Interesting though that oh no, I can't see him. I can't see the name of that runner on the right hand side, so we do just have racers on the right hand side. So all the people listed on this right hand side here, those are all in the race today. But we did just pass a runner who isn't in the race. And again, there Simon Funnell is passing somebody else. Or Simon Funnell's being passed by somebody else who isn't in the race by the looks of things. So Simon Funnell, let's have a look at Simon's stats. Simon from the UK. Simon is 46 years old. He is a level 21 runner, so he's top level in running. 2.74 kilometers done, so 2 kilometers and 250 meters left to run in the Watopia Run Festival. He has done 7,365 kilometers on Zwift. That is a lot of kilometers. So that's up there with some of the highest numbers. Marcus Holmes, we think, has the highest, but Simon Funnell is one of our top runners in terms of distance covered on Zwift. Very few people have done more than Simon on Zwift. He is 170 centimeters tall, and he's a level 38 cyclist as well. So very experienced, and he's listening on the stream as well. Hello, Simon. So Simon is in about 7th, 8th place currently at the moment, and is running level with somebody who doesn't seem to be in the race, it appears, because the person in front of Simon is Lakara, 39 seconds ahead of Simon, and then the person behind Simon is Fabian, and Fabian is from the USA, and he's 16 seconds behind Simon. So I don't know who this person running kind of right, this person here, the long hair, is not actually in the race. Ramon, there we are, Ramon from Germany by the looks of things, isn't listed on the right hand side here. So Fabian from the USA. Still haven't found our first woman yet. Fabian is 35 years old. This is Justin Fabian. Justin Fabian is from the USA, level 21 runner, so top level runner, 1,417 kilometers. So you'll notice the difference there between Simon Funnell, who's run over 7,000 and is a level 21 runner, and Justin, who is a level 21 runner and has run 1,400. When we get some new levels, we'll find that Simon will jump up quite a lot more levels than Justin. Simon says, my daughter is doing the 1 mile after this, and then I'm doing the 10. So, gosh, lots of running. So Simon's running this 5k now. Then in a minute, his daughter will be running the 1 mile race. And then after that, he's going to do a 10k race. So that's how you can clock up the miles on Zwift. You just keep doing races. So Justin Fabian there in about 9th or 10th place. Shin from South Korea is next. Let's go down and find our first lady. So Shin doesn't have heart rate. B. Clark from the UK in about 12th place. I can't see, at the top here normally says what position the runner or rider is in, but there's no positions there. B. Clark is running at 147 BPM, zone 4 for him. Maya, Germany, is next, and then James Smith from the Ireland is next. Heart rate of 171, but looks like zone 3, so something's wrong with his zones there. They're not set up correctly. Heart rate of 171 there. Bullock from the USA. Heart rate of 160 into zone 5 for him, working hard, running at 440 per kilometre. Laze, don't know where that flag is. Anyone know what that red and white flag is there? Heart rate of 160. And Laze is running at 538 per kilometre, 10.6 kilometres per hour. Has covered 3.3 kilometres, just over 1.5 to go. Still haven't found our first lady yet. Hoffman from Israel. Well done to Hoffman. Running at 5 minutes per kilometre. Catching up now to Laze. So Hoffman moon run from Israel. No heart rate though. Christoph, I'm broadcasting on YouTube on a channel called Zwift Live. So you need to search for Zwift Live on YouTube. It's not Film My Run. Film My Run is a different channel for my real world videos and reviews. Simon Funnell says he's going gently today because he's got man flu. Oh no! Shouldn't be running at all, Simon. You should be resting and giving everybody else a chance to catch up with your mileage. S. Fox from Scotland is next. So well done to Fox. And Jamal from the UK is next. Heart rate of 174, working very hard. Well done, Jamal. 13 kilometers per hour is catching people up. Laz is just falling behind. Jamal is really going for it, trying to make some time up and make some places up. Dagan, well done to you. And Krohn from Germany. Still not found our first woman. We must be around 20th position now. Bestall, we know Bestall works very hard on Zwift and is working hard today. 180 BPM, good grief. Really rocking it. Darren Smith says, am I doing the 10k at noon? No, I'm doing 2 p.m. I'm doing the 5k. 2 p.m. this afternoon I'm doing 5 kilometers. And then Victoria, my other half, will be doing 5k at 8 p.m. tonight. So Phil Collins is next. That is his name. He is called Phil Collins, believe it or not. And he's running at 172 BPM. Let's just check the front. Go back up to the front. Actually, probably finished now. So yes, indeed. So Crazy Canuck is just finishing. Cara is coming up 164. Kristen. So Crazy Canuck from Canada is going to finish. Not sure what position though. We missed the leader. We think Gary Corcoran must have crossed the line first. Cara from Italy and Crazy Canuck. Cara just coming up will be probably in around about 3rd or 4th position. 19 minutes and 3 seconds. Last 100 metres through Canuck. But no heart rate for him. And Lacara again, not far off the finish now. 150 metres for Lacara. Here comes Crazy Canuck, just about to cross the line. We can't see the line, unfortunately. But that's his 5k done. And now we've lost the runners, so we'll go back to me. And move through the field again. So Bullock has 700 metres to go. Smith has 700 metres to go. Bullock, Hoffman, Lazar, Jamal, Fox, Dagan, Phil Collins, Krohn from Germany, Bestall from the UK, P. Howard, and Brooker. Barker, still haven't found a woman. Montalbano from England. Hitchin from the UK. Waterlot from Belgium, well done to you. Heart rate of 139, nice and comfortable. And Tonemacher from Germany. Walker from the UK. Ah, there we are, C. Walker. Is it Claire? Let's have a look. So we think Claire C. Walker, no heart rate, but we think C. Walker is our first female. Oh, Chris Walker, not Claire Walker. Anyway, she's doing really well. 48 years old, 165 centimetres tall. Running stats, she is a level 5 runner. So she's only run 79 kilometres on Zwift before. But she is rocking it now and is going to be first. As far as I can tell, we think she is the first place lady in this Watopia Run Festival 5k. So good to her, well done. She's just running across the raised walkway of the beach path here in Watopia. She's being caught by El Lang from China. And El Lang, is that a woman as well? It is. So we've got a race on for first and second place between Elle Lang and Chris Walker, although it looks like Elle Lang is going for it, and if Chris Walker wants to win, she needs to up her pace and try and keep up with Lang. So let's have a look. Lang has, they've got just over a kilometre to go, 1 kilometre and 150 metres. So Lang, this is Leslie Lang. Leslie Lang is 33 years old. She's from China, 178 centimetres tall, and we've lost her for some reason. Let's go back. So back to me, and forward to, there's Chris. Oh, why is it doing that? Well, that's very strange. Seems to have lost everybody. And now I can't find anyone. That's annoying. Okay, let's see if I can fan view. My view. There we are, there's Lang. Okay. So Lang is in the lead for the women now. And she's nearly at 4 kilometres. Now, for some reason, it looks like... Is Jay Brown a runner? Yes, Jay Brown is a runner. Now, hang on a minute. So Chris Walker is now in the lead again, and Lang has dropped back. So Lang has slowed right down. And in fact, Chris Walker is ahead. So there is a bit of a ding-dong battle going on here for first and second place with the ladies. 1 kilometre left to go for these two runners. The UK versus China. I hope they realise they are racing for first and second, because they may think, I mean, I hope I'm right as well. If anyone knows any different, let me know. 900 metres to go, and at the moment, the first and second ladies are right with each other, and I do hope they realise that they're racing, because it would be a shame if they don't realise it. So Lang has now overtaken again, and is pushing ahead of Chris Walker. It may be that Lang had a dropout then, because Lang was certainly moving faster. Is it Leslie? Yeah, Leslie was definitely moving faster than Chris. I assume it's Christina, maybe. So just coming up to 700 metres left. Heart rate for Leslie is 140, 142. And Chris Walker doesn't have heart rate, so we don't know how hard she's working. Just go back a little bit. So we've got N Armstrong from the Isle of Man, is it? Well done to you. And R. Clark from Scotland is there. Heart rate of 167. Jay Brown from the USA, heart rate of 173. All working hard here, good stuff. Remington is third lady from the UK. So if she can push up as well, she's 30 seconds behind with 700 metres to go. So it's unlikely she'll be able to catch. But she's third lady. Let's from Germany is next, and then Calver from the UK is after that, and then Kok Fong from Malaysia, I think, and SM from Ireland, and then we've got Kawano from Japan. After that, no heart rate for him, and Cater from the USA. Another lady, fourth lady, Dee Scott. Right, let's just get back up to the lead ladies. So Lang is ahead of Chris Walker. Chris Walker is right behind her though, only 4 seconds behind with 400 metres to go. So come on, Chris. So Leslie is 3 seconds ahead of Chris Walker, coming into the final 400 metres, so once round a running track. It doesn't look like Leslie's working particularly hard though. So maybe she doesn't even realise she's racing. Maybe she's just taking it easy, because her heart rate is 140. If she's got her zones correct, then she is very comfortable. We don't know how hard Chris is working because she hasn't got heart rate, but she is right behind Leslie and is catching. So whether she knows that she is first and second place. Lucas, hello to you. Says hello Stephen, greetings from the Czech Republic. Thank you for your streams, no problem. Gary Corcoran, great running everyone. Got lost 6 race tomorrow. Oh, lost stock 6 race tomorrow. Saved myself in the last mile. Gary, did you win? We didn't check whether you'd won or not. But well done if you did. Well done anyway for taking part. So Chris Walker is now ahead of Leslie Lang. So Chris Walker is our first female. Leslie Lang in second place. But really comfortable heart rate for Leslie Lang. So maybe she's not racing. She's taking it easy. Chris Walker, with 100 metres to go, looks like she's got it in the bag. She's now 5 seconds ahead of Leslie Lang. So she is going to win for the ladies. Well done to Chris Walker. In around about 28 minutes. So good running from from Chris Walker. Well done to Leslie Lang as well, who's also coming up to the finish now. Chris Walker crosses the line in first place. Win for the ladies. Leslie Lang in second place for the ladies. And is it Rimington? Rimington is in third place for the ladies as far as I can tell. You can check this on the Zwift Companion app later. Go and have a look at the Zwift Companion app and you'll see the results for this race today. And you can also have a look at the Zwift Power website, zwiftpower.com. If people are registered with Zwift Power, they do the results as well. There's me. I am walking very, very slowly at 12% elevation on the treadmill. I just wanted to chill out, but also, get a couple of kilometres in. So that looks like it's it. Goran says, nice stream. I like this sort of stream when it's coming to Zwift. Thanks very much, says Goran. Right. I think we're done. Jay Green is walking it in. Well done to you. SK from Switzerland. Well done. He's running alongside Alm from Norway. So Alm and SK are running together. And Heckelman has done nearly 4 kilometres. DG, another lady. Van der Aar from Belgium. Well done to her. Narong. Don't know where that country flag is. Well done to Ennis. Ennis, another lady. So we do have a few ladies running. Nice to see. So Narong. Let's have a look at Narong's stats and see if I can see what his country flag is. Thailand. So that country flag is Thailand. Jos Narong, 43 years old, is only a level 1 runner. So this is his first run on Zwift. So well done to you. So he's going to complete a 5k. His first run on Zwift. Fantastic. Good job. Really good. Good work. So let's just go back again a bit. Van der Aar. Van der Aar is from Belgium. So Van der Aar is Linda Van der Aar. Linda from Belgium is a level 2 runner. So again, a very new to Zwift. Well done to you. She's only done 11 kilometres on Zwift, so this will make it 16 kilometres when she's completed this run. Fantastic, well done to her. And she is 62 years old. So 62 years old, Linda van der Aar from Belgium. Well done to you. Brilliant work. Great to have new people on board with Zwift. Great to see you guys. Thanks for joining us all. And DG, heart rate of 164, so working fairly hard. This is Dobby G. Her profile is private. So she's from the UK. And she's up at 4 kilometres now. 1 kilometre left. Dobby G. Well done to Dobby. Let's go back a bit more. Heckelman. Heckelman's at 4 kilometres. 1 kilometre left for Heckelman. Well done to you. Heckelman from Germany. Another private profile. So we don't know anything about Jan Heckelman, apart from his first name. So this is Jan from Germany. 159 BPM, so relatively comfortable, could probably go faster. SK from Switzerland. Let's see if we've got any more information on SK from Switzerland. Sandy, so this is Sandy. Sandy K from Switzerland. Her profile is private as well, so that's all we know about her. Although her heart rate is 135, so that is fairly comfortable for her as well. Looks like she's running either with a friend or somebody she's met on Zwift. They're staying together, keeping each other company, and running it in together. 900 meters left to go. So she's running. So Sandy is running with J Alm from Norway. Let's have a look at Alm's stats, if we've got any. Yes, so Alm is not private. This is June. So June Alm is 39 years old, 172 centimetres tall, from Norway, and is a level 10 runner. She's run 320 kilometres on Zwift. So she's level 10. So averagely new. Knows what she's doing now on Zwift. Run a few times. And may well have made friends with Sandy in other runs. They're running together, sticking to each other, sticking with each other, helping each other through. 800 metres to go for them. And that's fantastic. Good work. Nice to see people helping each other out, running together, bringing it home. So we'll be back. What time? 2 o'clock this afternoon. I'm going to run a 5k, and then my wife Victoria will run at 8 p.m. tonight UK time. Another 5k race, and then tomorrow we have 2 o'clock in the afternoon at the Watopia Run Festival half marathon. I'm not going to race that. I'm going to run relatively fast, so I'm hoping to come in about 1 hour 40. So relatively speedy, but not super uber fast. Right, so let's get back to me. And I will run in, let's see, how far have I done? Just over 2 kilometres, I'd imagine. So, 2.28 kilometres. Let me take my jacket off. And I'll just run in, 700 metres. We'll do 3 kilometres. And that'll be me done, and that'll be the stream done for the day, for the morning. I'm going to go much faster. De Klerk, thank you for your ride on. Right, let's bring it up to 7 kilometres per hour. Keep the elevation on, and we'll just bring it home. I'm not gonna do the full 5k. Just do 3k, finish it off, and I'll be back to run 5k this afternoon. So you can see I've got the treadmill set to 12% elevation there. So I'm doing quite steep climb whilst I'm running, which is why I'm going so slowly. Do you know what? I suppose I could finish off the run, couldn't I? Just bring the elevation down. When we get to 3 kilometers, I'll just bring the elevation down and we'll just jog home the last 2k. And I can finish plumb last in the race. So 300 meters more to go climbing, and then I'll bring the elevation right down to flat and just jog the last 2 kilometers in. It's so easy to get set up for Zwift running. All you need are a few things. Firstly, access to a treadmill. Either at home or at the gym, it doesn't matter what kind of treadmill you use, any treadmill will work with Zwift. Next, you need a foot pod, preferably a Bluetooth foot pod, and the most popular ones to use at the moment are the Zwift pod or the Stride. Then simply download the Zwift app onto any of these devices. So a Mac, a PC, an iPhone, an iPad, an Android phone, Zwift even works on Apple TV. Pair your foot pod in the app, possibly add a heart rate monitor if you like, and that's it. You're all set up for Zwift running. Right, bringing the treadmill elevation down. And we'll run on the flat now. Just do 2 kilometers to finish. Let's get heart rate on there if we can. Come on, heart rate, there we are. That heart rate is not correct, though. It'll probably take 2 minutes to get the heart rate up to speed. Yeah, heart rate definitely going up now, isn't it? Look. Bullock, thanks for the ride on.
Ride on!
So just gradually bring the speed up over the next 1.5 kilometers to the finish. So we'll do 500 meters at 12 kilometers per hour. Then we'll do 500 meters at 13 and 500 meters at 14 kilometers an hour. So I'll be back on at 2 p.m. UK time this afternoon. So in 2.25 hours, we'll be back on, do another 5k. And then tonight, 8 p.m. UK time, we'll be doing, my wife Victoria will be doing 5k. And then tomorrow, 2 p.m. UK time, I'll be running the half marathon. Walt Hubble, thank you for your ride on, buddy.
Right on.
Right, 1 kilometre left. So we'll do 500 metres at 13 kilometres per hour. So heart rate just touching orange there, zone 4. So we're in yellow, zone 3 at the moment. SM says right on, thank you very much.
Right on.
Right, I hope the guy in front doesn't think I'm racing him, but we're going to go up to 14 kilometres an hour now for the last 500 metres. Heart rate 161, 300 metres left. So I don't know who the guy is who's running with me, but he's keeping pace with me. So nice bit of company at the end of the run. There you can see 14 kilometres now. So my treadmill display is matching Zwift. $100 metres to go. Finish line should be just ahead. There it is. And Sisutham, thanks for the ride on.
Right on.
Oh, it's Adam Holland. Hello, Adam. Adam now appears, you see, on the right-hand side there. So I'll just give Adam a ride on. There's Simon Funnel, or his bum anyway. Right, there we go. Let a bit of fresh air in. I've been doing heat training, so hopefully I'll be able to cope with the heat when we're in Gran Canaria. In Gran Canaria for the Gran Canaria race, which is about 2 weeks away. Still training. I'll taper. I'll have 1 more week of kind of heavy mileage next week, and then I'll taper. And the race starts at 11 p.m. in Gran Canaria on the 6th of March. So I'll be running for an hour on the 6th of March, and then all day, 24 hours on the 7th of March. And hopefully I shall finish sometime in the morning of the 8th of March. So 3 days of running in Gran Canaria should be fun. Right, so I don't feel like I want to come back at 2 o'clock, but I will. Whether I race it hard or whether I just have a gentle jog around, I have yet to decide. But there we are, that's it for this stream, and we'll see you in a couple of hours for the next live stream from the Watopia Run Festival. So take care until 2 hours time. Bye bye guys.